There we go. Thanks for joining the stream. And yeah, I am here with the Hotel Magnate team, Bastion Interactive, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves. So we're going to start with Jimmy, who I think is above me. Yes.
Hey, I'm James, or Jimmy, from Sydney. I'm the project lead or founder, you could say. Excited to show you the game and answer some of your questions. And yeah, we'll pass on to the next person, Jay.
Hello, I'm Jay. I'm sitting here with the rest of the team that you can see right now above me, I think. I mainly do 3D art in the project. Very excited to show you the progress. We'll hand it off to those two above me.
I'm Marijke. I'm the artist in the team. I do the art direction and all textures and stuff like that. So the artistic soul.
Yeah, that's like a good point for me. I'm the lead programmer, not artist. Mainly coding, programming the main features of the game. Yeah. Super happy to be here.
Yeah, super awesome. It's very exciting to have you all with me. And everybody will need to backseat gaming, which is super acceptable right now and encouraged. So I'm going to dive in here, and I will also do my signature voice acting. Is the music not working? Oh, wait. Oh, the music is overpowered. Okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, I didn't read it. Okay. Quickly. Oh, wait. Wrong thing. Let me turn down music.
Yeah, save it.
Is that better? Yeah. You're like, oh no, please do it. The test. If I could do it. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Mango. I know I missed my voice acting because I had to turn down the music, but I will do my best. All right, here we go. Now I need to make some stuff. So, as the little arrow tells me, I need to build. And I will build. And I will build. All right.
Oh, I have my first backseat gamer moment here. You have
Oh,
to
yeah?
scroll in and show the sign in front of.
Oh
in
yeah,
front of
yeah,
the mod.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a little Easter egg.
Scrutiny Square. Yay!
Yeah,
I know.
number 7 of 84. Because the rich old lady has a lot of money to spare for her apprentices.
Yes, exactly. Just like, yes, you're very important to me, number 7.
Yes.
Exactly.
Let's see here. All right. I know I've seen people do some really cool things, so the pressure is on, but that's all right.
Just relax. Do what you want,
Focus. No one's judging. Just the internet. It's not a big deal. They're not known. They're known for their acceptance. The internet.
Yeah, the internet's really nice. Everyone's
Yeah.
super friendly.
They're gonna be like,
People
dude.
in general.
Just go with the flow. Just
Word.
let someone guide you or something.
It's true. Ooh, does the lady character have a name of the
It's Miss Magnate.
Miss Magnate?
Very creative.
Oh.
Yes. Like she's the owner of the big hotel chain. Miss Magnate Hotels.
I see. All right. Oh, I need a door. I'm gonna get.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. I always do the same thing every time I play them. I'm just like, and I make this, and then I try and make rooms off the side, but they get crazy. So I know other people plan things. This stuff.
It's
We're
actually
going
really
with it.
interesting to see how other people set this stuff up, because we also we obviously test it a lot, and we have our way of doing stuff.
Yeah.
And then someone comes and like we do a playtest and so I do it like this.
Right? Yeah. Like, oh.
Interesting things start happening because you don't even think about that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I remember we had one tester who literally just built a reception entrance and then built like upwards the most longest hallway that I've seen in my life, and then just 3 big rooms at the end of these hallways, and they were not interconnected. So it's like if the guest wanted to go to the bathroom, you had to go the whole hallway down to the reception and back into the other room. It was like interesting. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't have that idea.
I know. Like, I realize too, every time I build it, I'm like, hotels aren't set up this way. Because, like, you pick a thing, it's always like, you go, and there's like it is a hallway, right? Like, it'll be a long hallway that you somehow get into, and then, you know what, maybe I'll do that. Okay. I'm gonna make...
Oh, we had a nice suggestion in the chat.
What'd she say?
Someone said that they set it up like a state prison. Maybe you can do that as well. I think I would like to see that.
That's hilarious.
The tiniest little cells. I mean, you know, like we have different tiers anyway. So you start with a really shabby hotel. So I think I would like to see this challenge. Like, see how small can you make one guest room and fit everything
And make it work.
you need. Yeah,
Man.
I trust you. You can do this.
Start with like the most basic version, ugly, and work up to a nice, decent hotel. Yeah, that sounds nice to me.
Yeah.
I have the suggestion though. Don't forget the bathrooms.
Yes, it's true. Yes.
Some bad things can happen.
I think I would like to see the consequence at first. Like, if you do not build it, we can show
Right.
people what happens if there's no toilets.
That's even worse if you don't have a maid.
That's true. It is worse.
Yes.
Yeah.
An outhouse. Yes, I know, right? Just they all have to walk over here to the bathroom. They might. Okay.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know if our audience and you guys are familiar with Rick and Morty, but you could just build like an outdoor toilet man. No problem. Do it.
Yes, I do know what you're talking about.
In the nature, and then like.
Well, yeah,
We
we
don't
have
have to
miscellaneous
go.
stuff for outside. Like, you can plant bushes and trees and all, so you could have like a nice garden to put your toilet in.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like now I want like a weird, like super. Okay, this is also another weird thing I do whenever I make stuff. I don't put the walls in because I don't know how big I need to make it. Yeah.
I feel you on that. It's, maybe.
And I totally saw someone do this really cool thing that they made it like a like they did a little shenanigans like that,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's-
two sections it
I was-
off.
Yeah.
like that, and I was like, oh, what a cool thing.
We even have there's some like decorative walls, or that's what we call them. Just like objects, like furniture objects that you can use to sort of divide up a room without using a whole like building wall, kind of like a divider.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do I want to think?
so that's what I end up using. The bathrooms can be a little hard to build small currently.
Yeah. It seems so
Oh, one thing I can plug right now, where I see this. We are currently working on making furniture dyeable by the user. So everything you see there, this is basically like the standard color or the placeholder color. And every piece that has an individual color can be customized by the user. So if you want that bed to have a, I don't know, black frame instead of a golden one, and the pillows to be pink instead of blue, and the, I don't know, covers to be black, you can do all that.
Yeah.
Or you just want to make everything in black, like your soul. Then that's also possible.
Right?
It seems I'm learning new stuff about you today.
What? Don't take this smile as it's just a distraction.
Like,
Okay, now I'm scared.
like I always thought you were nice. Yeah.
No. I couldn't be very evil if I really badly wanted to. Maybe I could try.
Yes, I know. That's exactly what I can. Red door, wanted black? Sure, just go make it black. It's not implemented yet because I guess I'm still working on that right now. It's always a bit of a process. You make something new, you want to put it in the game, or you built it within the system that's already there, and that just breaks everything. So we kind of try branching stuff off that you do not destroy everything, by the way. RB Park for campus.
Ooh, that sounds neat.
Write that one down.
Welcome. Yeah.
We actually had a discussion about this in the team if we would do like tents and stuff. But I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we're not sure yet if we're gonna completely plan that in. But it would be cool, 100%.
Yeah, I guess the point, like the discussion started, or the conversation started, because we noticed that on the Steam page it says you can build a fancy 5-star hotel or just a tent.
Yeah.
But we don't have a tent in the game right now.
Like,
So
Yeah.
but yeah, I really like the idea. I would be up for that.
I'm gonna actually do what the tutorial wants me to do now. It's all like build the reception desk. Like,
that's
yeah.
No one can see that. Like it's Jay is in front of.
Oh, that's
everything there.
true. That's true. Oh, it's your thing? I just realized that.
Yeah, I just want to mention there's a, I hope I pronounce it right, Standing Fox. He just said that he always, when he hears the word red door, he has to think about the voice from Stanley Parable. And I'm like, I totally understand. I feel the same. It's like, I'm very bad at voice acting, so I'm not even gonna try. So,
I can't remember how you pronounce it.
what?
I don't know why that frame's below that. Interesting. Oh, I just noticed that I have something flipped on the thing, and I was like, but it shows that it's supposed to be the other way. I don't know. Things are crazy. Dogs are nice. Dogs are nice. I agree. Okay, back to focusing.
Oh yeah, if we need to bridge time, I can also start rambling about Spelkollektivet, which is where everything above this, like all the faces above my arm, are currently in Sweden. Like we're actually Germans, but we live in Sweden right now. There's a co-living, co-working space for game developers, which is a really cool place if you need to have an affordable living or being able to develop your own game. Because usually that doesn't really make you rich, but you still need to pay your rent, and you can live here and be with other game devs. So if you are interested in that, check out Spelkollektivet.
Yeah, so what is that like? With you all living in the same place and working on a project?
It's super cool. I think it pushed our productivity so much that we could be together and like hang out with each other and like you have to imagine Spelkollektivet being, it's not really a hotel in a way, it's more like a giant flat share, but with cool stuff. Like you don't have to cook because you get food, like food gets served, and we have cleaning ladies, and it's like it's pretty cool because as a game developer, we sometimes forget to take care of ourselves because we're so focused on work. And here you actually get all the stuff that makes you, that you need. You have connections to other people. We have like cool activities. Like yesterday, for example, we had like the midweek horror madness where we play Resident Evil 2, and a friend of ours here is like a horror writer, and he wrote read his horror stories to us or stuff like that, and we have a gym and all these kind of things. And Sweden is beautiful. It's we are in a very small town in the countryside. It's like 900 people, and we are literally 3 minutes from the most beautiful forest. And there's a giant lake in the area where we go swimming and have like a barbecue place and stuff like that. It feels like you're like literally on work vacation. And the people also. Yeah. So.
Except
and I don't get paid. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice place for doing work as a small team or as an individual. And the best thing for me, at least, was I was able to not go crazy here during quarantine because we all quarantined in the house together. So yeah, we still got like social contacts here even during a lockdown. That's the main selling point for me.
Definitely.
But, yeah, I saw someone had a question in the chat. Oh yeah. Borap asked, can we create a dark, seedy motel and manage it like Norman Bates? Oh yes, you can. Should you?
There's a lot of
but you can.
There's a lot of should you questions, but that's not. We're not here to judge.
No, we don't judge. It's like, you know, just do what you feels good.
Oh, I need to make another comment. Like when you played the reception, you had Miss Magnate telling you that this was a bold color choice. It's like an inside joke. We had someone in our Discord server who said, "Hey, I really like the progress you made. I'm just not sure about the colors for the reception because they didn't know that this is just like a placeholder basically and can be dyed in any color. And we have this pink reception."
Yeah.
So we put this little thing in of, oh, this is your color choice for reception. Okay.
Like we also, when it comes to our art style, we are greatly inspired by the neon 80s, and it's these colors. I mean, it's totally trending again. The 80s are in the media everywhere. But like, damn, those color choices, I'm brave, but some of the things, whew. But I'm actually very excited. Like, we have a big selection of like clothing and textures in store that you can totally go crazy on your neon 80s fantasy with crazy colors and textures. And our guests as well, like, have as well incredible clothing, which is like, it hurts a little bit in the eye, but also you're kind of impressed.
I must mention though, because we had a bit of feedback today where someone said it's too pink and colorful. You do not have to. Like, there's also dull colors. You can also go like without pink, obviously. But yeah, it's heavily inspired by 80s synthwave. So that's our promotion material basically, but you don't have to build a hotel that is like pink and sparkly.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and as we go forward, we'll have even more variety, not only like the colors, but the actual style, like more Alpine Lodge furniture or a dirty motel, or maybe even camping stuff.
That's a lot of rundown stuff that we will implement next. We have some wonderful like broken toilets that are leaking.
Okay. Yeah.
Really shabby stuff. So if you want to go CD, we got you covered.
Right. Okay. I had to make my thing. So now I'm like, do I have
the
one?
Thing? The thing, Julie. Do the thing.
Yes.
I mean, is it a coincidence that your hotel literally has the same colors as your background? I guess not.
Yeah.
I want to compliment you on the tiles, the blue tiles in the reception hall. I love those. Are actually turquoise. Excuse me.
Yes, you should be ashamed. Like a real artist would always know the difference.
Dang,
Obviously, I'm
called
joking.
out.
I'm joking.
Hey, damn, girl!
Alright, I'm gonna make. Well, I guess I could. Because you can build as. So, I guess I can hit
Oh,
play.
I still challenge you to make the smallest guest room you can. I
Oh,
want to see how that.
Right.
How that ends up. Remember, like State Prison Complex.
okay, I'll do one. I want to make this one like a weird purple. I feel like this would be like. This is the Prince room.
Oh yeah, you can name rooms, so you can like
Oh, yeah,
give
that's
it
right.
an appropriate name to its appearance.
Yeah, and you do see the the hallway on the very right end. This could be a bedroom, right?
Right here.
Oh, purple
Purple
rain.
rain. Nice.
That's nice.
We actually like we also started finding silly made-up names for like a bit like in The Sims where you have brands, like fake brands. And we also have a furniture set that's called Purple Rain, so this fit perfectly.
Yeah.
Stampeding Fox also had a nice suggestion. Select atmospheres, so you have an area that is in perpetual thunderstorm. I'm not sure if we will be able to implement that, but I like the idea.
That would be funny. Like, it would always just be over the hotel a giant cloud that would rain all the time, but the rest is super beautiful. It's just like, just this particular place.
Right. Oh no.
Yeah, and I see another question as well from Andreas, EV1978. Yes, the stars are like the rating system. It's influenced by the guests. You could like it's the same as a hotel in real life has stars, and like we are currently on 1 star, which could probably push it a little bit more up, but we're going there.
Yeah, we still got a bit of time to develop. I trust
Yeah.
in Karen. You will eventually do it. Griffin asked how to increase the hotel rating. That is a very good question because we actually are still kind of designing that part. We had a meeting about that yesterday. There are several ways we can go, and we're not really quite sure which will be the final approach. But generally speaking, it will be something along the lines of you have guests that have a tier, basically. So with a very seedy hotel, you do not attract like a high-end, super rich customer. So you gradually build up. In the beginning, if you have a seedy hotel or like just a shabby thing, you attract like, I don't know, backpackers or people who are just passing by for a day. And if they give you good ratings, that will increase your renown, so to say, and you will attract higher tier guests as well, which you then have to satisfy, fulfill all their needs, and they also will have increasingly difficult to fulfill needs. Yeah. And that's like the rough concept of how it's gonna work. But yeah, we're still designing that, so stay tuned for more info.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
more
and I
like,
want to give Karen.
it's more redesigning. There is a system in place. Like you can get up to 5 stars. We're just not very happy with how that like ties into the gameplay. Doesn't feel like you're progressing. Currently, it's like based off what facilities you have. So like, if you have a pool or a bar, and like the more you have, your star rating will go up. It also takes into account another type of rating we have, which is the guest review rating. So when guests leave, they leave a guest review, like in the real world, there'll be a Google review or a Yelp review. And if you can keep that high, if guests are having a good time, that will help raise your hotel rating. But yeah, as Jay said, we want to sort of give that a overhaul. And now that we've had some testing and we're getting feedback, some improvement.
Oh, someone asked, how do you remove the grid? The grid is only there in building mode. Correct me if wrong.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, so if you exit the building mode, if you go to furniture placing or to the management, then the grid disappears automatically. In case you are playing this and you're asking because you're playing yourself and it doesn't on your side, let us know. It's probably a bug that we should look into.
But that's like 5 minutes of that fine.
I want to give a little tip to Karen. You see now you have these tool toggles, and if you want, you can take the rotation to 90 degrees, so you're not in the fine adjustment. So when you rotate, it actually
We're talking about the move.
You were talking.
So if you click on move,
Yeah.
now
Click
you
on the-
focus
yeah.
toggle.
Oh, I see.
That's the 90-degree rotation toggle.
Yeah, and you also currently have the fifth icon shows like that you have snap to walls, like it will always turn to a wall. You can toggle that off and just rotate it with R if you want to.
Oh,
So, yeah.
I like that. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna build the next thing I do. I'm gonna change.
Alright, I had a question. Can cameras be installed to ensure that customers are not stealing towels? We also just had like a ability design meeting about this, where we were thinking like what would be the negative things that can happen. Basically, natural disasters, which includes people that steal stuff. So yeah, our long-term plan is to have stuff like this. So we will have to kind of keep an eye out for people that do things that you may not like, or also natural disasters. We are not really sure on how exactly this will look like, but there will probably be some kind of counteraction. Like maybe you can hire a security guard, or maybe you can spot a thief yourself and you have to catch him in the act, basically. But yeah, it's a bit of still stuff to come in the future. So
Seems like the music is loud again.
Music's loud again? Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. It's funny because it's actually not going through my headphones. It's strangely going through the computer speakers. So it's like I don't hear it at all. All right, so settings. Let's just turn down all the audio, maybe. Oh, maybe it was just the song itself was loud.
Oh yeah, the songs are not.
oh yeah, I think
perfectly
there's
mixed
one.
together.
Okay. Resume. Resume. This way.
You sometimes might figure out that we've got kind of delay here. That's mainly because we're at super different places in the world, and that's a thing we have every day. Sometimes like Jimmy starts talking and we start talking, and then we figure out like everyone knows that if on online meetings at this moment, but when you're like in different continents, that's every day. That's something special.
Oh, organizing meetings with like how many different countries is it now? 3, 4.
It has been more. Yeah.
Everyone sits in another corner of the world.
I mean, today on this call we had 4 continents: Europe, Africa, North America, and Australia.
New record.
Yay!
It's 3:43 a.m. here for me, so
Little. I don't know
I
if
get
that's
the,
early or late.
PM on our side.
I think it depends on how scrambled your sleep cycle is.
I got 2 hours sleep. That's fine.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
I'll be going back to sleep. I can guarantee you. I might not be at
Good.
stand up tomorrow.
I just wanted to say, yeah, I guess that means we can all sleep a bit longer tomorrow, finally. For once. Yes, we are very dedicated. The European side of the team gets up very early, so we can have meetings, especially in the winter.
9:30? Okay, wait, yeah, in the winter it's like very different. It's like we have to meet at 8 or something, and as the game developer itself in its natural habitat is probably not awake before 10. And that is like total dedication necessary for us to be like, oh wow, I have to be awake at 8. Damn.
Yeah, the daylight savings like switches and we go further apart. It's like late at night for me, early in the morning for you guys.
But
Maybe.
everyone is online. Like, we are here 24/7, right?
Yep, the game never stops being made, except for Sundays.
Yeah.
Brad's like, I get up at 6. I'm like,
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
I get up at 6:30, so I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. But like 2 hours before you guys get up and before stand up, Brad's always up, and yeah, I'll be like, oh, finally, Brad, get some answers. Like, help me, I'm stuck. Like, what's going on?
Right?
He says, I have kids. Well, whose fault is
That'll
that?
do it.
Wow.
Thanks, salty tube.
No,
This is just
that's-
how we roll.
That's pure love. That's just,
Yes.
the special connection you have in this team.
I need all the rooms to have plants. Just looks fun.
You can also try those stones. They really are nice inside.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah,
Huh.
we had people build that in totally.
I love that they're there because when we made this, I had in my mind's eye, I already saw someone just creating a huge stone and like building rooms around it or next to it to kind of create like a fake cave.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
things
Well-
are gonna be interesting.
So there's a feature that you were planning to implement, I believe, that involves
Oh yes.
some stuff.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about that a little bit? Because that building a cave type hotel sounds quite possible in the
Mhm.
future.
Yeah, so you'll be able to certain objects at least, like the rocks, or will have generic sort of shapes like cubes and spheres that you will be able to color as well, as Jay was saying earlier. But you'll be able to like scale it, move it, rotate it, so you can sort of create your own objects and microplace them like a rock and build a cave. You can change the color of it.
Yeah, if you want-
People ask like, oh, like, what will people make? And it's like, I have no idea, but people find things to make, and they will. So it's an extra tool for, I guess, more advanced players to be able to sort of just create really interesting things.
I always have to think like as soon as we started talking about this, I don't know if everyone knows this, but there's this South Park episode of Cartman wanting to go to Casa Bonita and they have this huge waterfall on a rock like inside the thing. And people had asked us before if you can have several stories of like an entry hall or whatever and make it really fancy, and I can see that happening. I bet someone will take the time to build something really fancy there. And that's always the most exciting to see. Like the more you modability or customizability you give, the more crazy stuff can be built. And we're really looking forward to seeing what people are gonna do with that. It's very exciting.
I think Casa Bonita is a great example of something you'll be able to make with that system. And now I actually want to make it.
I realized I desperately need a cleaning room. I was like, oh yeah,
Really? Maybe.
maybe a little bit.
Yeah, the
Alright.
nice thing is our tutorial doesn't teach you that. Like,
I mean, it does kind of teach you, like, as soon as you see like a brown pile of something there with a stink cloud above it, you can
Like,
think about why that
Wait a
happened.
second.
Yeah, how can I stop that from happening?
Yeah.
nope.
Oh, we had a super nice bug report today. I think Toby saw that, where someone said, "Yeah, I keep placing an oven, and it keeps disappearing, and that is because it has a maintenance value. So electrical devices can catch on fire and basically break."
Right.
And that's what happens a lot to the oven.
Karen, if you put
yeah.
your cursor, oh, you got it. You can snap to the wall, and it'll always orientate itself
Oh yeah.
facing away from the wall. Yeah.
Yeah. I turned it off and then because that's messing with the
Okay.
other thing. So many options.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
also a thing we're working on, like a bit cleaner UX, player experience. But yeah, this will come.
It's hard with these building and management games because it's the amount of UI there is. Like, yeah, it takes time to sort of flesh it out.
It takes a lot of brain juice to come up with these kind of things, and it actually shifted my working hours to like. Normally with art, I could work like normal times, but when I work on UI and UX, it has to be completely quiet, and that's why I often like start working at 11 p.m. until 3 a.m. in the morning, because it's like the perfect place and nobody's talking. They could be like, now I can plan on this kind of stuff, because it's you really have to hardcore focus and be aware what kind of things you do, because that's our problem. We know how it works because we made it, but other people have to intuitively understand, and that's the hard part.
Yes.
And a lot of testing and a lot of feedback. We're always happy if people send us like, "Hey, I wanted to try this, but it didn't work," or "I expected this to work differently." That's very, very valuable. That's gold for us, because like Mareike said, you work on this, you you kind of turn a blind eye, or you forget how normal humans would use this. Not us goblins working on this thing.
Yeah, and if you play the demo or the beta, like hop into our Discord and like give feedback if you have any. If you think something doesn't work well, or you think something works well, yeah, we'd like to hear about it.
Yeah, feedback is great. Like helping shape the game by
Yeah, and
sharing what you're liking is great.
Or can you zoom in onto this pink guest there?
Oh yes, please.
The what?
I spotted him as well. Go to the right.
On the right.
Wait, right.
in the corner of the map, like other way.
Yeah, there he is.
My friend.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, click on him. You can focus, follow him.
Oh,
That's a nice feature.
Wait, hold
Very
on.
left bottom.
The left button?
Antoine.
And then the bottom left button on that screen.
What? So if I click on him.
Oh yes.
Click on him. Click on him.
Oh.
Now you
Oh.
can zoom in.
That one.
Hello,
Yeah,
friend.
now you zoom in.
Where you going?
Don't-
I like that he has a tie. You got dressed up for this occasion.
Of course.
we-
It's a special place.
because we sort of generate the characters in game, like you get some really, really interesting looking people.
Yeah, there's very funky combinations right now. So, like, what happened there is we basically threw everything in that was produced, but we don't really check yet how to generate it. So there's some really crazy combinations that can happen, but that's also something that's gonna be addressed in the future. But
At least we've turned off that the receptionists wear headphones, okay?
But there's a lot of they're heavily pierced most of the times. I think it's always fun to see. There was a phase where they all were wearing hats as well, because of how they
Alright.
were put together. But yeah,
And another, so something that I know. Oh, is this good? I think. Let's see here. I might need to make my thing too big.
Yes. That's one of my favorite sets, actually. It's the Blue Moon set. And I do love that. It was such a fun thing to design that one. And I love it. It's like one of my favorite ones. It's so fancy.
yeah, it's one of the best designs, I feel like. There, by the way, you can see the difference between having a nice piece of concept art provided by Mareike here, or not. Like the reception, the pink thing. I basically made this in the beginning as like, oh yeah, we're gonna see how it works, and just threw stuff together. And then on the left, you see the thing that Mareike actually concepted. So I had a proper thing to go by, and that looks much better. And now we have concepts for stuff that makes it look so nice.
I have to say though, your receptions are still amazing. So don't put your light under the table. Is that even an English saying? It's a German word.
It's kind of close.
Oh, right. Oops.
Oh, Jimmy, I have a question for you from Griffin. I think you can answer that best. How did the team decide on creating a hotel game, and what was the inspiration for it?
Yeah, so I started the project by myself, but it couldn't have come this far without the whole team. But I was playing Software Inc., and I was playing a lot of Prison Architect at the time as well. And I was like, why isn't there a hotel game? Like, it's the same thing. You build rooms and, you know, like a reception area and stuff. And there wasn't a hotel game. The last one was Hotel Giant in the early 2000s. And yeah, I started designing and messing around. And it was initially going to be 2D. But
I didn't even know that.
Oh, 2D.
Yeah.
Me neither.
I think when Toby joined the project, my project, where it was like kind of restarted, the name of the project was actually called 2D Hotel. It was like a relic from the beginning. I was like, oh, okay, name the project 2D Hotel, and it just continued on. It stayed like that for ages. So Software Incorporated is a big, inspiring game. If you look at their building system as well, like we've drawn a lot from that. And yeah, I guess Prison Architect as well. And The Sims, you know, you also look at The Sims quite a bit for inspiration. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you went 3D.
Yeah, it didn't take long to switch. It's like, it won't have the same feeling. Like, yeah. Just means we've got to make a lot more art.
Yeah.
A lot more J.
Yay, I have a job.
Yeah, if you want to continue painting the wall with the same color, you can use you can right-click the wall and within the painting tool, so you can color pick the wall texture.
Okay, wait. That's cool. All right, so I'm going here, and I right-click it.
When you're painting,
Oh.
Yeah.
so you can like color pick. You right-click the
Oh,
color.
sweet.
Yeah.
Same for floor.
Hey, that's fun. I don't know why I'm making
And
that color actually. Oh yeah, actually. No.
If I can make a wallpapers suggestion, one of my favorite wallpapers is the lemon one or the melon one. So you can make a lemon room.
Yeah, the watermelon is my favorite.
Go to the right a bit, like in the wallpaper.
All right, I'm doing that. I need to. Good. Going
but
wild
I
here.
added a lot of delicious fruit wallpaper. She's all there for the fruits, and I'm there for it too.
Yeah, we actually had one tester. She designed a hotel, and every guest room basically had like a fruit wallpaper, and she called the rooms like the fruits that she picked, like the banana room and the melon room.
I guess you're also activating my microphone.
Just like maybe let's going a bit to the side. No, okay.
Watermelon.
Yes.
That's pizza.
Pizza melon.
Pizza
I think
melon.
actually in the area you're right now with the wallpapers, you see a lot of these crazy designs. And that's what I actually love about the 80s. They had so crazy, inspiring designs where you were like, people lived in that and they didn't go like bananas. But it's to me, when I started designing for that game, I do love that style, but I was like, I have to get used to it, and now I totally love it because it's so over the top and so colorful and intense, and I do think it makes our game really recognizable because it's just so different in its appeal when you compare it to other tycoons.
Mm-hmm. It's super fun. It's cool. They're gonna notice? That's not the most user friend. They're gonna be a little unhappy, but maybe they won't notice.
Yeah, the service table, I always place it next to the door because that's where the food is brought from the chef, and the waiter has to pick it up to bring into the restaurant.
Oh yeah, that's
I might
a
want
very
to move
good
that.
idea. Yeah.
But I really love that you chose the watermelon wallpaper for the kitchen. I'm on board with that.
Yeah. Makes it fun. Okay.
What current objective are you on?
I should have been paying attention to it, but
Yeah, I
I have
kind
to
of forgot as well.
I have to build 3 rooms, and I just started building things because it's fun. So, and I messed up my
Yay.
wall, but oh well.
Your third bedroom.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Like if you got enough stuff to get sidetracked, I think that's a good sign.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I didn't do flooring here. I need flooring, clearly.
Bare concrete floors.
But first.
I'm like, yeah, 3 rooms. Okay, so I need to hire someone to work in my bar as well. Wait. There we go. So I need to hire someone. Since money doesn't matter at the moment, go for the most expensive person. Randomly.
Yeah, and Miss
Oh, those
Magnate
are
just
sweet.
needs the funding, doesn't it?
Yeah, I feel like she probably needs an accountant to like track my spending. But
then
hey,
again, she doesn't really care. Like she's your run-of-the-mill eccentric millionaire, you know.
mhm.
She can afford it.
Yeah, it's like whatever.
We also, we like the idea when thinking about this. Like, wanted to have like at least a bit of a scenario for what is going on here. Why are you building this in the demo? What's the story behind it? That's when we kind of came up with this character that talks to you in the beginning, and we like the idea of her just also leaving that there. So you have your test basically to see if you will be hired by her or not, which is the demo. Then you get this thing running, and as soon as that's done, she's just like, okay, I'm out, I'm gone, and she doesn't care about it anymore. The thing just either stays there, or maybe it, I don't know, gets removed, or just becomes a derelict building at some point. Maybe she's not involved with it anymore. Just
Right.
200 grand, who cares?
Need more staff here.
I think I needed go. I've got somebody to do that part.
We have a question from Afromathy who asks, why can't we save the game in the demo? We were kind of thinking about how we can give you guys like a good experience of what's to come, like a good demo. That's why it's a demo, without cutting too many features that are already there. And we thought that disabling the saving is a good way to do that, so you don't have this feeling of, oh, I have this save game now for forever, and run into the limitations too fast. So yeah, that is why we disabled saving for the demo. But you can have the well, not the full experience, but the early access. At least for early access, there will be an option to do that.
Yeah. Yes, it's just a taste, a sample size of the game.
And then we have Griffin, who wanted to know how detailed is the kitchen system, considering buying stock, storing it, and choosing suppliers. I think this is best answered by Jimmy or Toby, because I think I know, but I'm not sure. I'm more in the art department.
So yeah, it does need some more fleshing out, but currently you can choose a supplier, so that partly determines the quality of the food you'll be putting out. That is combined with the skill of the chef, and you can then manage the menu, choose what you want on the menu, and set the price for it. Eventually, some guests will prefer certain types of foods. Like a guest might have a tag, like loves pizza or hates fish or something. So you could you need to try and have a menu that sort of pleases everyone. But yeah, it's there, it sort of works. It works, but in terms of gameplay and fun, we need to hone in on that.
But I mean, the game's still being developed, so that's part of it is refining all of those things and bringing it to life. Like a joke that there's the make game button that exists. It's just push the make game button. Done.
Yeah.
Strangely, I haven't figured out which button it is yet. But it's one of these, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is the greatest misconception that people don't know that users have. That it's, this is just one click, or this is easy, you just have to do this and this. But the most work is all the interconnecting systems that are not really apparent. Like even now when you play it, it's I always say making games is basically trying to fake reality in a setting that does not know what reality is. So we only approximate things to kind of seem like they are real, but they are not, and they do not work that way either, and you have to build this up from scratch. So yeah, it's never just this or just that. And even if you have a working feature, you have to test it, and then you bring it into the project and it breaks everything else because it doesn't get along with the rest. So yeah.
I always thought about it as you're trying to solve a puzzle while making the puzzle at the same time. Everything you add adds more complexity and it breaks something else, and everything has to be considered every time you add. Even something small, UI, it's so big. If you make a link, a button to take you to another part of the UI, it could break everything. Just change the flow, or it's very complex but fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I've heard this.
I would love to go back to the question about the kitchen, and I would really love if you're gonna change the suppliers. That's just something I like, and people will oversee that because they don't know.
Yeah, if you could click on the kitchen and change the supplier.
Oh. Tell me how.
Just open the kitchen facility. See if you can.
Oh yeah, you're you'll...
Okay, good.
I know.
And then the last tab.
This one?
Is it on the restaurant?
Finances?
Is it?
Oh, kitchen. I mean, oh yeah, maybe it's in restaurant.
Oh, I guess.
Oh, here we go. Yep, restaurant. There we go. Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
And then manage menu.
Yes, you do that from the restaurant now. Yeah.
That makes sense.
And then the button right to box standard will change your supplier. The blue button.
Oh. Ah. Brad's beef. I wonder who put that in. Toby's tasty treats. Post delivery. Jay's delight. That's funny.
Mareike's missing.
I know. Jeez.
That's her illustration.
That's
Because she owns it all.
Yes. The interesting part is that I actually work part-time as a chef as well, and I'm actually cooking
No way.
partly. It's like so
Yum.
I'm gonna, like, how do we call it? Mareike's magic supplier of delicious delights.
So it has to like
Bam.
get
There you
truncated.
go. And I want a diamond that sparkles as an icon for my deliverer.
There you go.
No, just like regular things.
Just
Right.
very subtle.
Very, yeah. So now I'm gonna finally do my third objective. Now that I have a restaurant, a bar, and
Okay, no, I'm taking Mareike's magic mushrooms. I actually made mushroom sauce today, so. And I learned mushroom picking here in Sweden. And how much am I allowed to talk about drugs? Probably not. I never seen those, but I hear that in Sweden, there actually magic mushrooms grow in the forest. I never seen one, but I hear that it is. I'm like, okay. I never picked them though. I don't know how they look like. and
Ruin your liver with the wrong one.
I don't know.
yeah, just saying. Never go mushroom picking without a professional who's doing it for years, because even if you think they look tasty, maybe they're not.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing. There's lots of good poisonous. Like, that's a pretty poisonous one. Pretty as in
often
very,
the ones
and
that
also
look-
pretty as in nice looking.
The prettiest mushrooms are the most poisonous. I found one that was completely purple, had like a white stem, and it looked super amazing and beautiful. And like a friend who showed me the mushrooms was like, "Yep, that's very poisonous. Don't touch it." And I was like, "Okay."
Did you make poisonous food for your
Oh, we
guests?
have a new question.
Sorry, I saw it and I could not read it. It's funny. I mean, if you have really bad food, does that count? Like if your food is just terrible and makes people puke, but it's not actually poisonous.
Oh, we actually, yeah, that was one of the things we talked about as well with the natural disasters that are gonna happen. Maybe if we got the resources for that, it would be fun to have some kind of like sickness going around as well when your
Salmonella.
kitchen is not clean or your bathroom maybe. That people have some not so nice experiences and leave some presents behind to pay tribute to that.
Right?
So you gotta make sure that this doesn't happen and clean it up and stuff. Orego just joined us, one of the developers from Sim Casino. Hello, welcome. Of course you're welcome.
Hey.
Ah,
Hello.
So yeah, we are
Yeah.
5 people. Brad already answered that. But there is also someone who helps us with 3D furniture right now. That is Sebastian, who also lives in the co-living, co-working game dev house here with us.
Oh, that's super cool.
Oh, if you're a dev as well, I can tell you we are at least half of us. Those two above me and me right now join you from Spelkollektivet. It's a Swedish game developer house where you can live for a very affordable price and you get food and workplace, like an office and all of that. Yeah, it's a really nice place for devs to focus on work and meet other people, like-minded, crazy devs.
Ooh.
Griffin just asked if there will be a general manager character walking around. So personally, I would love it. Like with the whole character setup that we have right now, we can create a very wide range of different characters because of the setup we made. And we don't know if we will have the time and resources for that, but it would be really cool to have this. So if you could basically create an avatar of yourself that you can walk around in the hotel, like in the beginning, maybe also cover some jobs so that you don't need maybe a cook and a waiter and a receptionist, but you have this one character that does it all. But it's still a bit in design, so no promises there. But yeah, I would love to have that.
Yeah. Me personally, as I love playing Sims to a very unhealthy extent, I always loved when I could clean up stuff myself and like actually interact with the world and like, I don't know, cleaning up after my sins and doing this and kind of things. And I would love to have that in our game as well, that you could actually do tasks as the god manager from above, but like there's so many things we want to put into the game, but we have just so much life and lifetime, so we really try to balance it out. And yeah, but we gonna keep you posted.
Yeah, right. And this game like has so many opportunities. Like I absolutely do not see us doing like early access and then publish the game and then quit doing. Like I do see myself like continuously working on this game. This is so much fun. I have so many visions for future updates. This will be great.
Definitely.
Oh, Shane just said. Shane Turner. Hi, Shane. Shout outs to Shane. He helped us on the Discord server with answering people's questions. And yeah,
Oh, very cool.
bit of community management because he was very involved. And we were like, hey, you're cool. Thank you. Do you want to be our community manager? And he said yes. So hi, Shane. He just said that ghosts sound interesting. If it was that, it could be cool to have a case of spooked guests, like a haunted house. We were actually thinking about this as well yesterday.
Yes.
Because people will be able to die. I mean, we don't really have it implemented now, but I'm pretty sure it will happen. Like if there's a fire spreading, there needs to be some kind of, a consequence for that. Yeah, we could totally have guests that are ghosts. Like one of the things we have to take care of, like we don't really know yet how this could play out, but technically it's possible already, actually. Yeah,
Sounds
would be
amazing.
really nice to have that. Yeah, like your own spooked house.
I dream about this a lot, like having my own gothic, dark, black, haunted house with like, that would be so amazing. And like graveyards at the entrance, like, welcome. And then I would hire Dracula as a receptionist.
That is hilarious. That the person that's making like all this like super 80s inspired pop fun stuff is like, I need a super goth hotel. I need it. I love it.
Oh, I just see that the ghost thing came from Stampeding Fox. I'm sorry, I didn't give you credit. No, forgive me. There's another question from Louis Dusky who asks if the game will have families or groups that come to the hotel for one room or more. I would like to see that. I'm not really sure right now how high that is on our priority because it's going to be a bit of extra work for me to create children because right now all the characters are basically the same height, and that means they can all use the same animations, and I would have to create extra animations for children. But I would like to see that, like it's actually a thing I thought about as well already,
So
and the team as well.
I think Brad already answered that in chat, which is roughly what you said. Some of the code's there in the back end to handle groups. They, I think, already do, Toby, form groups in some circumstances. At least, like, they don't actually go and do anything, but like when they're sitting at a table, they're in a group. But we've planned for it, and there's some design there and some back end for it. But yeah, we haven't implemented families or group bookings yet, because it does introduce a lot of complexity and challenges, but it's certainly not ruled out, and it's something we want to tackle in some form or another. Yeah.
Also, thank you very much, Louis. That's very much appreciated.
Yeah.
And yeah, Borrego, I don't know how to pronounce it, sorry. Jimmy is the original founder, and we just talked about that like half an hour ago. So if you like to get more information, you probably can skip back or look it after the stream. We probably won't repeat all of that now, but yeah, that was a one-man project. And
now he's stuck with us.
Yeah, you're stuck with me.
Well, it's my choice, so I'm okay with that.
I have to say too.
I'll just finish.
What I mean.
It started as a solo project, but it really is a team project. We've all had a lot of input on it. All put a lot of work into it, and will be putting a lot. Yeah, we're all committed. Yeah. I want to give a shout out to the rest of the team.
I wanted to say to Borrego as well, Tim Burton would be incredible if we could do like a Nightmare Before Christmas inspired hotel. I think the only thing I'm very scared of is copyright infringements because they are not fun. And there are so many possibilities, but at the same time we have to remember, like, I would love to have like also a Nintendo inspired, like, they're so cute, but like they will haunt you, they will hunt you down, they will find you, and they will take everything away from you.
Well, yeah,
we can make references. I think that's possible. Also for Borrego, I don't know if you heard, because we mentioned it earlier, you have customizable 3D primitives that you can use, so cubes and spheres and stuff that you can scale and rotate, and even some decoration items. So you could totally build this, like this snail thing from Nightmare Before Christmas, this mountain that rolls out when Jack Skellington walks over it. Stuff like this. It's gonna be there. It's gonna be possible.
And Griffin just said like he's happy that we keep the specs low, and you say that you're currently playing it on a not so high spec computer. Is that right, or do you think about doing that? I would love to know. So we're not too often testing out the limitations on like the low end of computers that we can play it on. So getting feedback on like what happens if you play it on a very low spec, or what kind of low spec do you expect? Like that would be super interesting for me, so we kind of get some clue on like what to aim for. Yeah, that would be great.
AP keys as well. I also mentioned that it's bugging him that the wall isn't straight, and it's bugging me too.
How could you? We trusted you.
But as Brad responded, we actually are currently like doing an overhaul of the building system, and which Toby's working on. He can probably talk more about it, but a lot better control for that stuff.
And deleting walls,
you can,
so that's what.
our current monthly blog. Blog is the name I'm looking for. Yeah, it covers some information about that. So if you're interested in that, like we do regular blog updates, check that out.
Add a facility. There you go.
Nice.
Yeah, so AP keys, you asked, what's your biggest gripe, challenge when building? And like that's what we've been finding as well from ourselves and other people playing. And that's why like the rehaul was focused on making it easier and removing some of those problems like the wall, yeah, it snaps like either side of like a segment, and hopefully it will improve all that. It should, but you know, we'll get it out to you guys and get your feedback. Yeah, I personally can't wait. I've tried it out a couple times. And it's like it shows you the number, like how the distance and the angle you're at. And, yeah, some really cool tools in it.
If I like angle it, you just straighten it. You know what? That's what I do. I'll just make like a hard angle, and then it won't be as bothersome. It'll look more.
You can round that wall.
True.
It's a very
Oh,
cool.
it didn't ask me.
Oh.
Well, yes, I will do a
Borrego just-
curve one somewhere.
So
Here.
then just repeat it and build the wall again. And then you can modify it.
There you go.
It's already.
Totally user friendly.
There's a person stuck.
Borrego just
Like a
asked who
person
came
stuff?
up with the idea for fruit wallpapers. Well, Mareike.
Hello. Yeah, I don't know. I like fruits. They look cute, and I had like a whole time where I was just like looking at different wallpapers. And I was like, I want strawberries. I want bananas. I want everything. And when like, yeah, I don't know. It's I just come up with them and be like, the
I
game needs
remember the
it.
day. Yeah, I remember the day you just posted them in the Discord. Like, I think even without comment, like, bam, this is the stuff I made, and everyone was like, "Yep, yep, we want that."
Thanks. It makes me very happy that you guys like them. It's a weird experience, like working literally in the basement, creating things in like the night and stuff, and then suddenly people see it and be like, "Oh, that's cool." And you're like, "Oh, wait, what? Really? Thank you." It's, yeah, mangoes. Miss Mango. I know where it's coming from, but mangoes are also very great and very delicious.
Give us wallpapers, mango wallpapers.
Mhm,
I am very
mhm.
much in favor of that. I love mangoes.
Delicious.
There should be a banana wallpaper as well, but I don't know where it is currently.
Oh, I saw the lemon one earlier. I could point Karen towards the right direction.
Oh, I have. Love it.
Mega wallpaper.
Yes, I will do the mango wallpaper like right now. I don't want to riot. It's
Yeah, as Mango said, mango wallpapers or riot. I support that.
Now,
Red foxes stampeding red
Oh, they are
foxes,
stuck.
red foxes. There will actually be different environments, and we also want to make that more lively if we have the time, like have birds and some critters of the mountain region. So there will be a desert environment as well. I can totally see a desert fox running around there. I really hope we we will have the time to do that. I would love that. I really like foxes as well.
one of my dreams is there's like, I'm not sure if it's a Tumblr or a Twitter account, but it's a Twitter, I think it's Twitter, and it rates games on its ability if you can pet a dog.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, if sadly I cannot program it, I will probably just be like, doesn't matter, I would push personally. That's obviously not a team decision. I would be like, if I can put in that you can pet a dog, I would try to do it. I would actually learn programming for it. But it's like, I'm not the only one who is in charge of that. So I hope someday we will be like Twitter, pet the dog, and have that feature. Because dogs are amazing.
I mean, it's a selling point, so.
Definitely.
We actually have like a dog in the house. We have a homie that she has like a young dog. She's 3 years old, and she's so adorable. And she's running around in the house, and like you can just be like, she's super cute, and she runs to you, and then you can pet her, and it's very relaxing if you like watching a show or something, sitting in our community room and just chill, and then you have like a dog and you can pet it. It's like, the fucking best.
Alright, I'm making a spa now. That looks...
How are we looking on the objectives front, by the way?
I'm sure it's great.
Sorry.
Dining objective. Serve 15 meals. Serve 15 meals. I'm on it. I was clearly doing that this whole time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Jay,
Jay.
if you paint your wall behind you transparent, it wouldn't be a problem.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I can make that into a room. That'll be good. I can have 4 rooms. I should probably I should make a thing, because then I can build more rooms this way. Yep.
Borrego, if you are not on our Discord, but if you want to stay in touch, I think it would be cool if you could join. And because I think you said you're also working on a sim game, right? So maybe we can exchange some experiences there.
Yeah, that's the Sim Casino game, the one game we looked at, right? We definitely know your game. Yeah, sure. I would love to chat more with people, indie game devs in this area. Yeah.
Specifically management games. Like you read about game design and stuff, but they're everything's written about first-person shooters or puzzle games, and the designs behind management games are like just totally different. What's fun about them is totally different. So it is always good to talk to other management or tycoon game developers.
Borrego says he just wants to steal ideas. That's okay. We can steal ideas from each other.
Yeah, it's like, we're gonna steal from each other. Great. We steal everything first, baby. No. But I feel as well like as an indie developer, I do not really think that we are in like a fight or like in a
Competition, yeah.
Versus competition. I feel more it's like, hey, if we can learn from each other and our games will get better, period. And I do think as well like that like the community grows the most if we learn from each other, and stealing seriously is part of it because it's just that's how it is. I always say like I know that there's at least in the art community it's like, oh, you're not allowed, you have to do everything original and all that kind of things, but the truth is like the world exists and you have to learn from what exists. That's just how it works. And I don't know, as an artist, everyone's like, oh, you're not like, I don't say copying, like stealing literally another person's art and then putting it on your art is very shitty, but like learning from other people, that's how you build a skill. Like nobody expects like a surgeon, a heart surgeon, like, yeah, you know what? I think it's totally shit that you copy other heart surgeons. I feel like you should make your own style a heart operation. Like, fuck you. I feel like that's really not original. I'm like, that's not how it
she's
works.
getting heated.
I know.
Oh yeah, I'm a passionate person.
It happens.
But but I think that's and it's the same with games. Like, we learn from each other, and that makes better games. And if they are better games, then hell yeah, I'm a developer and gamer, so I'm happy on both sides.
Yeah. There's a term, steal like an artist. I don't know if you've heard that. So meaning, yes, that you you take inspiration from, and then you remix it in your own way, and then it's that sharing of knowledge that brings it to a new level. Yep.
Isn't that saying like no one's like had an original idea for like 100 years or something? Everything's copied or borrowed or yeah.
Is it weird to have two options in the same? No. Oh, they're just gonna go check it out. They're like, what? Oh no.
You just have to make a couple massages.
I know, right? Oh yeah, I could put this
do we
in here
have the
too.
spa outfit now? I haven't even seen that yet.
Oh yeah. Let's take a look. What you wearing, Fred?
Yeah, she should be wearing like a spa
Ooh.
attendant kind of thing.
Yeah.
I remember making this, but I haven't seen it in a long time.
Right?
Yes, I think. Yeah, the text
Yeah.
was still
Yeah,
missing.
it's
But
got-
yes, the model is there. Yay!
It shouldn't be white.
Oops.
Oopsie.
No, it should be
was-
white. That's right. It's all right. It's just the detail texture is missing, but that's okay because that just doesn't exist yet. So you did everything right implementing this. Hooray!
I think actually one of my favorite bugs that we ever seen where like when people build a bathroom in like a private room, but we didn't really have built in yet that would be separated, and then suddenly other guests started just walking in because it was the only bathroom in that point, and then started showering together in the same bathtub.
Yeah.
It's just like boundaries not existing.
Oh, what I love even more right now, I think that's still the case in the build. The cleaning lady does not give a wet something. Like if you have a guest who's currently on the toilet or taking a bath, like taking a shower, you know, they undress, they do their thing, and the cleaning lady is like, bam, I'm here now. Like, privacy? Nope. Not in this hotel.
There's no
And she times it as
service.
well. Yeah.
That's
Like, it felt like she was timing it, like when I played last time to test stuff. She just barged in exactly the moment people would get undressed, and I was like, "This is not a coincidence."
There's another question from Miss Mango. Will it be possible to place objects on a piece of furniture, e.g., lamps on a table? Yes, it is, and in the game you can already see that. Like the whole restaurant system uses that. Like they are putting objects on different things, and you can place a. There are not too many objects currently doing that, but maybe you can put lamps on the reception desk. But you can definitely put lamps on a coffee table or something. Yeah.
yeah, like I thought that's like the side tables. Can I
Yeah,
put it on the
there
side
is
table?
on some,
Okay.
not on all. It's not like the fleshed out feature we're currently pushing forward, but it works, and it can be done. Yeah.
Apparently
You
we
go
have
to
a
the-
mango invasion. We have a second mango entering. The riot is happening apparently.
Yes.
If you go to the bedroom category, it's between the bathroom
bedroom?
and the spa. Filter. It's like a little room, right in the middle of those filters.
Oh, this one.
Yep,
Eyes
you
on
manage it.
Yeah. Oh well. So you're seeing me on a delay. So I'm there.
I'm
I
quite sure
live in
that
the future.
This table does not support lamps. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
this one doesn't?
probably not the right
That's
table.
the one I picked.
Oh, you can,
Story
we can
of
try
my
it out.
life.
Like,
Right?
put it down and then we can see it. But
Oh,
yeah.
Hooray! I got the objective. What an interesting experience.
Great.
It's been quite a while since I last tried Philibin?
I love how no one knows this word.
Now, all this establishment needs is a place to mingle and socialize. I think a bar would do nicely. Way ahead of you, Ram. It's like the second thing I tried to make. I'm like, let's make a bar.
Yeah, she was like, toilets? No, let's bring them booze.
Priorities, you know?
Exactly. Okay, so I'll make this into like a weird little like hangout area so that I can make an outside gardeny thing, I think. So
Oh, she going fancy.
oh yeah, we're going fancy smancy here. Cause there's the tub, cause this version has the hot tub, right?
Yeah, it should.
Alright,
does.
so I'm making a little like terrace area, I think would be cool. Because I saw Jimmy do that and then I got a little jealous and I need to do it too. It's like, that looks
Oh,
cool.
I see. Like we had Miss Mango in chat
And
we also
yes.
had It's Mango 100 and she said she was confused because we kept answering Miss Mango's questions. Was like, what, Mango? But
Yeah.
I'm not talking to them.
Yes. It's Mango.
Hello, other Mango.
It's Mango has done a lot with Crytivo. So yes, we greatly appreciate Mango's here.
Great. If we get a banana and maybe a kiwi, then we can make a good smoothie.
Mm.
No, don't throw them in the blender.
What? No, I
dear.
would never do that.
Things got dark real quick.
Miss Mango, for QAs, we would love to get feedback. Like, I think the demo is available, so if you want to talk to us and help us figuring out stuff, I think we're happy. Like, getting feedback is super important for us.
Definitely.
She's already on it. Very nice. Thank you.
Yeah, there's an in-game bug report form in the escape menu. You can like send us your screenshot and comments. So, and yeah, that's one of the good ways to tell it to us, as it will automatically be assigned as a card in our backend system. So it's even better than on Discord.
Though I will say joining our Discord and communicating with us is like the best way. Like the Discord, we're literally having our meetings in this Discord as well. So we are literally always also checking the Discord. So that's where you also reach us.
By the way, our Discord currently has 1,965 people, so we're close to the 2,000. And things may or may not happen when 2,000 people get reached. Yeah, just
What?
telling.
Will they?
I don't know about this either. I'm like, what does this mean? I want to
think
find
Toby
out.
just came up with this and now we have to deliver.
What?
I know, right? I'm like, I know what I want. Emotes. I want emotes. Just putting it out there.
Wait, what?
Emotes for like the emoji things in Discord. I just saying, like that could be a thing. Some more of those once you hit 2,000. If there wasn't actually a plan.
And then when it happens, we're like, yeah, but we didn't say it actually.
Yeah, we're gonna say what it was. It's, like, it's just us being happy. All right.
Yeah. I will talk to the management and figure out if there's time in my schedule to make some emojis, because I do love that stuff. Like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's actually like our guests have an emoji system that is showing how they feel and how they actually have reactions to what's happening around them and how they feel, and they will react with emojis. That was I think one of the first things I wanted or like added, I don't know if like I just started discussing like, oh, I want to have emojis when stuff happens and people actually reacting to things, because I feel like it's cool when you see like stuff happens in the hotel and then you're like, there's a reaction that you can see. Makes it more alive. Also, emojis are cute.
Yeah. Agree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. No, gotta make it even so then I can put it in the middle.
Stampeding Fox just asked, can you build several floors? And if so, is there a limit? Yes, you will be able to build several floors. We just got it disabled right now because we want to make the floor on the ground level work perfectly first, and then we tackle the next. I think it was already implemented in the past at some point. We don't really know about the limit yet. It kind of depends on how much the computer can take. But I think our estimate was something around 10, if I remember correctly. Yeah, but that's all still to come.
One of the bigger limitations is like, even performance aside, it's like how long it'll take for a guest to get from the bottom to the top floor. They might spend a whole day in game walking to their bedroom or something as well, so that we have to take that into account. But with elevators and stuff, 10 floors is probably the right number. But we'll experiment and see how far we can push.
I kind of want to see a guest just starve on the way to the restaurant because the stairwell is too big.
Or just getting lost on the floors and don't find it, and then there's like a dead floor, like a floor where everyone gets lost. And then
that plays well into the haunted house as well.
Surprise!
Okay, here we go. I'm making.
Oh, Jimmy, did you fix this hedge entrance?
No, I thought you were gonna fix it.
No.
Okay, so
No, I thought Brad was gonna fix it.
so just kidding.
Sure,
for
yeah,
this.
Brad. It was Brad. Mistakes, yeah.
No hedge entrance.
Well,
Can't walk through that.
Yeah, something changed.
All right, never mind.
I thought I'd in our beta version we have a working motel that you can just sort of load up, so you don't have to build a whole new hotel. And I loaded it up, and everything was inaccessible. And I thought we'd broken the save or something, and I'd fixing it for ages until I realized the entrance there was a hedge, like arch, and it was just stopping everyone from getting in. It took me ages to figure out that the arches were just broken. I thought there was like some big problem with the saving system. Yeah.
Finding bugs is always fun. It's so fun. We have this huge big ass system where everything plays into everything, and you have this one little corner there where something weird is happening and you don't even see it, right? It's like, how?
It's easier to understand it if you're a programmer, though. But then, like, if everyone thinks like it's black magic what you're doing, then it's nice to like be perceived as the one that magically fixes stuff.
Yeah, I'm seeing a comment from Borrego again. Can you drown guests in this game or lock them in a doorless room? I don't know if it's currently happening in that build, but we had a game tester who took 45 minutes to create a hotel and then started to trap his guests and try to kill them. That actually broke the game at that point. It's like they were very unhappy. Yeah. But I mean, as we said, we want to have ghosts there, so I would just mention that like ghosts can leave reviews, but they will probably be missed. So it's like I would be taking time to like, not sure if mass murder in your hotel is good advertisement.
Yeah.
Or in general. That being said,
It seems
but
frowned
we
upon.
we want it. Yeah, it's not like. Yeah, we definitely want to have the option to have guests die, and I think the more options you give the player, the more fun it will be. So yeah, trapping them, sure, at some point. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be like in The Sims, where if they don't get their needs fulfilled, they will just die, because they can always just leave. But if they can't leave, yeah.
Whatever.
You can currently, like, also in the beta, it's like no problem if you like your guests. You can just sell the reception and they will stay forever.
Because
Just
they can't check
saying.
out, right?
They can't check out.
That's
Didn't
what-
really thought of this, but
What-
the AI system handles everything, so it doesn't break, but they just can't check out, so they just continue with their average day life. Okay, then I'm gonna get a drink.
Oh, wait. Can
Brad was just typing that. You just. Borrego said that sounds like a bug if they can't leave. You sure it's a feature? Every bug is a feature if you sell it right.
Like guests accidentally showering in the same shower? No, 100% feature. It's like, special socializing and just.
That took ages to implement.
Yes. It's like communal shower, and it's just like environmental awareness, using water in the most effective way. Like, it's definitely a feature.
I paused. I was like, where's... Yeah, I paused. Oops. I was like, I want my guests to find my place out here.
Yeah, but you're currently in the building mode, so.
Yeah. Let me go back to furniture. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought they hang out when you do furniture, no? Oh, well. Darn it. I just need a few more plants. See here.
Oh, Louis Dusky just asked, will it be possible to defy gravity, or will it only be possible to build above other walls? We had a nice conversation about this, where we realized that half of the team wants it one way and half of the team wants it the other way. I'm not really sure, like, does anybody remember what our go-to was? I think it's probably gonna be that you can defy gravity, but yeah, we haven't really decided on that yet, I guess.
It allows for more freedom for the player, so we don't want to restrict too much. So I think we will allow gravity and flying.
I don't really.
Who needs
want
gravity?
Yeah, I think it's fine to lure a guest into the third floor and then remove the second floor.
Back on that topic again, I see.
What?
That was very creative guest trapping. That's what it's actually guest trapping,
Dark
Sim.
sides
Yeah.
coming to light here.
Stampeding Fox. That's also, like he said, you could always try building on other walls and then remove the walls underneath them. And that's exactly one of the reasons why I think, like, let's just allow everything, so you don't need to think of all the special cases that could happen, because there are tons of them if you want to forbid something. And well, we're just not a AAA team, right? We can't do everything, so just not doing it sounds like at least for now, the best solution. Just allowing building everything everywhere. Yeah, that's probably what we're gonna go for first. Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
Oh yeah, you're using our murals, like our wall paints. These are actually just decorative. There are no pictures, but a big thing in the 80s was just like painting whole walls with like completely different patterns, and especially like behind the bathroom and all that, or like behind the bedroom. Or the bed, like having giant murals, and like we thought that was really cool, and we tried out to do like a simplistic approach to them, and I hope I can make more because they bring some character in the hotel as well.
Definitely.
APK Eyes just asked if we can have one-way doors. I guess one of the more technically versed people will have to answer that.
No.
So that's a great question. So currently we can't, but nothing really stops us from doing that. But I feel like that creates a lot of UI work. You somehow need to set up systems for that to say like which door is inside, which door is outside, who is allowed to go there, and when. Yeah. So currently we've got like stuff area. We also have people sticking in the world.
Yeah.
You can kick stuff and hire them.
Try that, yeah.
Buggy staff needs to be fired.
I know. I was
Sometimes,
he's
like
just
what
lazy.
I do, I sometimes sell the furniture
That's
is
next to
their workplace, basically.
oh.
Yeah, that's also good. Yeah, if you just
Sell the
So for the cleaner, that
Sell
would
that
be
one? This one? Or,
the laundry thing.
let's see what happens.
I don't know how that would work.
Yeah, it's funny. We've been trying to replicate
Oh, yeah.
that bug for so long, and
There we go.
yeah,
Now you just need to put in a new one, because
Alright.
otherwise he won't do his job anymore.
Well, that's good to know. See here.
Okay,
You are
Stampeding Fox is advocating for a door with a plaque that reads, "Beware the leopard." But then we also need a leopard.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
if
sounds
we
good.
have foxes, it would just be a different texture, you know?
I already can see Jimmy's face like, guys, don't add too many features. We still
Yeah,
have to
that's-
finish the ones we have.
Yeah.
Like,
It's true. That's true.
it's
Well,
true. And
well, that's one
So
part
what's
that's
the hardest
cool
part about this?
with you guys doing early access. So that's part of it. The game will continue to be shaped once it's out into the public. So it'll have, your first version of all sorts of awesomeness, and then as you learn from what like the community's vibing with, like things that they want to do, things you want to support, you get to make the game that you want to see in the world.
Yeah, that's the great part as well about like having a community already who is involved and like gives us a lot of feedback, and they also give us a lot of inspiration. Like there have been countless times when someone writes stuff on Discord and we're like, hey, this is a really cool idea, and then we try to figure out if we can make this happen, and most times it turns out that we can. Then we try implementing that. So yeah, it's really nice, and it's also nice to work on a project where you have this kind of like motivation and passion of, oh yeah, and they had this idea, and oh, this would be cool, let's do that. So yeah, it's a great dynamic.
I do think as well that especially when we have team meetings, we are all very creative in a certain way. Like everyone has their speciality, and it can escalate very quickly. It's like when we talk about features, I think the most problem is to actually keep it simple than not making it complex. Like Toby over here is one of the specialists to make like very complex systems that communicate to each other, and like showing data and all these kind of things, and like, oh yeah, you can do this, and then we can like, and then we always have to think about, maybe not everyone is able to manage this kind of amount of data, so, but it would be cool. And we always have to hold us back a little bit and be like, what can we actually do in our lifetime? Like, we still need to, exist.
Yeah.
So
Just want to clone everyone in the team.
Yeah.
Like, yes, we have 5 of us now each.
That would be great, yeah. But yeah, definitely getting the right priorities is a super hard thing to like get to know, like, what's the next step? What do we want to work on next? That's not too easy, as there are always things that are like, for example, this guest that we see that sometimes just stops walking or walks on the spot for like a minute or something. We could investigate like a lot into that, and we probably will, because stability is a super important thing. But on the other side, you think like, if you just like continue improving the current state and looking for bugs, and you can't improve the game. And if you want to improve the game, you also have the big question of like, yeah, which of those 10 systems is the next one to touch? And I feel like we're currently doing really good in the team. We like work together for quite some time now, and I do feel like super good with our current way of progressing, of like how we do agile development and stuff like that. Yeah.
We had another question in the chat. Someone asked. I have to see who asked this. Yeah. If there will be basements in the game. And Brad already said probably not. I think Stampeding Fox asked the question. I think we never really talked much about this, but yeah, it's I guess you have your hands full already with building like up to 10 levels at some point. One way to emulate that would be, since you do have free-form placeable objects like stones and decorative stuff, you could totally just have the ground floor surrounded by stones and whatever objects you can put there to scale and rotate to your wishes, so it looks like it's the ground next to it. So theoretically, that could be a basement, I guess. Maybe that works for you. Yeah, like some people said that they want to have their dungeon keeper vibe. I don't know if this would fulfill your needs. I hope it does.
Yeah, Kirby wall, sweet.
Yeah, Miss Mango likes the Kirby wall.
Gonna make some sweets out
The
here.
Kirby walls and the improved building system coming soon is going to be even better as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's actually smooth and a lot easier to use the tool as well.
I also reworked the UI at that point a bit. So it's a little bit more obvious.
Kuzak Kafka asked earlier if there's a reason why the bats don't have sheets. That's my fault. They actually do have sheets, but we disabled them because there is an animation for them where they kind of they have to raise the blanket to get in, right? And you have to have certain states of this model so it looks right. And because our guests are randomly generated, they have different body types, so you can have a very big guest or a very thin guest, and it needs to fit all sizes basically. We had that in for a while, and it didn't look right yet because I still need to work on the different, let's say, animation states for this blanket. So we disabled it because I was busy creating other things first that were more important, like furniture, for example, that you can have things in your hotel. But yeah, it's definitely gonna happen. You will have the blankets there, and they will at some point also wrap properly over the guests. But yeah, it's on our to-do list right now, so you don't have to be scared of bed bugs. had another question. Are you going to be having a web browser-like feature in-game for things like the guide from Force Menu?
So in the next beta hotfix, there will be controls guide from that menu instead of taking you to the website. It probably won't have like a player guide in it, but it will give you a lot of information on how to use tools, and the potential to have little videos as well to show you what they do and how to use it. But yeah, like we don't want to take the player out of the game.
Yeah. Our overall aim definitely is to not have the need for this. So if we are able to make it as intuitive as possible, so that you don't need to look up how stuff works, but you just like intuitively do it right, or there might be some visual clues to show you how to work it, how to get things done. That's definitely my prioritized option there. So having some kind of in-game wiki that tells you stuff, I hope that we don't need that.
You finished the objective!
I did one. I was focused on it and everything. Yeah,
Are you gonna read it now?
Yeah. Yeah, that should increase your profits. Now let's see if you can elevate this place enough to the top hotel rating. Make sure your guests are happy to get positive reviews. And I'm gonna go back to building stuff. I'm very into this tutorial.
Yay!
Yay! Oh. Oh, alright. I'm in the middle of building, sir.
That's what I mean, like they just don't give a fuck. And I bet now the cleaning lady will just come in and
Come in there, clean it. Yeah. I'm like, I'm trying to do stuff here, people. It's clearly under construction. Oh, now I have to take a shower.
Nope, it has a door and a bed. It's mine.
Fine. Okay, whatever.
Showers with headphones.
That's amazing.
But I remember in the beginnings, there was...
Oh, there we
wait.
go.
Oh no! What's happening? Wait, go in the bathroom. They're now literally sharing the bathroom. In the beginning, actually, the guy... Oh boy!
Yes, very interesting things happening. This is a feature.
Yes.
Aaron had a question. He says he would love to play this game too and asked when can he buy the game on Steam. So buying it on Steam will still be a while. We don't really have an official date yet, but during the next fest now this week, you can play the demo for free, and there will be an early access later this year. But yeah, we don't really have a full release date for you yet, unfortunately. But yeah, if you're interested, we would love if you take a look at the demo, and if you have feedback for us, we're always happy to get that.
Miss Mango also asked, like, is this Twitch friendly? And I completely ignore that you might talk about the bedroom stuff. And I just want to say, like, I would love to integrate like Twitch features to this game so that if you're streaming, maybe the guests that come will be named after your Twitch viewers and stuff like that. So I do definitely see that this game could be Twitch friendly. But probably after early access. Well, let's see.
Yes. I think in the beginning, where we integrated the character models, they were actually more Twitch friendly because even the guys were wearing
Well,
bras.
they still do sometimes, I think. At least I saw it yesterday. Yeah, that's what I love about this. Like, I try to make a bit more the models, the character models, more diverse. So we have all kinds of different body shapes. The gender the characters have is basically a slider that goes from female to male. Because not every woman is like busty, big-breasted, and they can be big, they can be small, they can be old. I really love the variation that comes out of it, but also like it's a bigger system, and then that results in things like your brawly kind of dude wearing a bra because we didn't make the connections right yet. But yeah, I don't mind that.
It's a pretty sweet suite, I have to say.
Beautiful. You could call it the Sweet Dreams suite.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's do that.
Oh no.
Windows everywhere is what I wanted to say. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Definitely needs windows everywhere.
Which is definitely a thing you could better do with our upcoming better wall placement thing, as you like without big effort you could easily spread windows all over the wall or in regular distances to each other and stuff like that. Currently it's not too good, like the door or window placement in this build, but there will be it will be much better next time.
Oh yeah. And there's the casino stuff here. After I finish this suite, is the what's it, is this working? These guys? I don't know. I don't know what's being worked on at the moment. So I'm like, oh, I don't want to just build stuff without, because I know this is a special one. This has not been updated yet, or not pushed to the beta-ness.
Yeah, that's right. What is like our plan, like time-wise?
I know. I was just actually looking at that. I was like, oh, rats. So yeah, because we actually do have to wrap it up.
No.
Yeah, this is technically what we stream until. So yeah, I'll finish this one thing because the completionist in me cannot handle it. But if there's any questions in chat,
Yes.
now would be the time to ask it. So I'll have probably
I'll
like
read that.
a few more minutes of my sweet making. That sounds weird.
I would say like we started around like a quarter past, so we can still go for 5 minutes because then it was exactly 2 hours, right?
Yes, that's true.
So yeah, I'm gonna read some
that.
more questions in the meantime. Thank you, Aaron. It's really nice that you like what you see so far. Aaron asked if it will be completely finished this year or if there's still a lot to do, because he's very happy to play it because he likes what he's seeing. Thank you very much. I don't think it will be complete this year. Like I think we said release will be 2020. There will be an early access. I actually can't remember the planned
2022.
date for the early access right now.
It's unannounced. So unannounced early access. But this year.
Yeah. Oh, so you said 2020, and that's last year.
Did I say 22? Sorry. I meant 2022. Okay, it's not.
Part of
It
development.
will not be released last year.
Well, part of development is creating a time machine and then going back and then releasing.
Yes.
The legacy is just
Very-
that bad.
It's very common in development.
Yeah, it must be the bad internet connection. I like that. Miss Mango was asking, at the moment in the demo, you can only sell windows and doors. Will there be a move option in future releases? I think so, yeah. At least not that, yeah.
Hopefully that
So,
was something.
yes,
Yeah.
the answer is yes. Who did the music, by the way? Oh, that's a loaded question. I think we have several arrangements right now. I think Jimmy knows more about that.
I think the music playing currently is we just bought the rights to use. But we will be adding much more music, more custom made. Tailored.
Don't we also have tracks of the other Fred right now?
Yeah, but they're not handed in.
Okay.
They need a bit of polish or tweaking. Yeah.
Aaron
We don't
asked-
have a full audio team member, so yeah, audio is lacking. But we'll be adding more ambient audio and more music soon. It's amazing how much music adds and audio adds to a game.
Oh yeah, sounds as well. Like you put that in, and suddenly it feels like a game.
Yeah.
Aaron wanted to know what the building height limit is. So we would like to have unlimited floor numbers, but it's not gonna happen. For one, there's the technical limitation of how much your machine can handle, and then like Jimmy mentioned earlier, we also have to take care of how far can a guest actually go. Will they starve on the stairs because the restaurant in the 10th floor is too far away for them? So there's a bit of game designing and balancing still needed. But yeah, I guess around 10 floors is a good estimate right now. And then Aaron also asked, how many things can you change in a room? What exactly do you mean by this?
This will be fun waiting for the chat.
Yeah, I mean, they still got 1 minute left.
Yes.
Oh yeah, but Brad just mentioned that you can hold control to place multiple things, like multiple windows, multiple
Oh yeah.
plants, for example. That's
So Aaron meant painting the bed or anything. Yes, you can paint everything in custom colors that you want. That's not implemented right now, but that is something we're currently working on. So everything, like the bed, for example, you see right there that has pink pillows. Everything that shares a color can be dyed into a different color by you. That goes for walls, that goes for furniture, floors, doors, windows, so basically everything.
I hope you're done.
Sweet.
And Louis just mentioned that he's also a developer and also working on a tycoon game. So maybe we just like try to gather a indie tycoon meetup or something to
Yeah.
There you go.
to get some get some things going there.
Yeah.
Get to meet each other, get to know like problems and stuff. I think that's probably super cool.
If Borrego
Yeah.
is still here, if you're listening, there's a link for our Discord. I would be delighted if you and also Louis Dusky, if you're working on a game as well, join our Discord and I don't know, give us a tag or let us know that it's you, so we can like exchange some experiences.
Or just come to Sweden. Just discuss and spell collective and just become our roommates.
There you go.
Easy.
One last question. Stampeding Fox asks if you can expand your building plot. Not right now. I don't think it's planned, but there will be different plots that you can choose from with different sizes. We also thought it would be nice to have like basically a hard mode of not having a lot of space in the middle of the city, so you kind of have to build upstairs instead of into the width or depth. So there will be different sizes, yes, but I don't think it will be possible to change the size of an existing one. Correct me if wrong.
That's a question for you, Jimmy, I think.
Yeah, but I can answer that too. So currently we don't really look to like limit the size. That's just something we haven't touched for a while, and we will try and figure out with that, but that's really not too high on our current priority list.
Cool. All right. I think we should wrap it up. So thank you everyone for joining us, and this was fun. I got pretty into building the hotel, and I see all sorts of stuff I want to keep doing, but I have to do other things too. So appreciate everyone, and we'll actually have another stream in 45 minutes, and it'll be Alex streaming Village Dumb. So that's another reason why I have to make sure to get off here in tech. So yeah, and then we'll let Jimmy go back to bed, and now that you're good and awake. Yeah. So I hope everyone
The
goes.
sun's about to come up.
Yeah, right. So I hope everyone downloads the demo, hangs out, and joins us in Discord, and why not come watch the next stream too? So yeah, thanks everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.